Hi everybody, this is Teresa over at Dirty Girl Flair, and I'm here today to talk about a soap planer. I went on the internet to shop for soap planers, and there are many out there, but I didn't want to wait for shipping. I'm a little impatient. Now what we do with soap planers are we clean up our soaps. I make soaps among other things, and I was using a paring knife or a potato peeler, which are both very time-consuming tools. And when I saw the planers in use, I just thought, oh my gosh, I need one of those. So I went out to my wood stash and I found this 1x4. And I cut it in half using my table saw. And I sanded the edges to make them nice and smooth. And then I picked up this 2x6 at my hardware store. And I cut this 2x6 in half. And then I put 45-degree angles on the other sides. And on one of those angles, I drilled down and made screw holes so that I could attach this very sharp planer's blade to this side of the wood. It will stick up about 1/16 of an inch so that it just takes off a very small amount of the soap. Plus, it's control. Well, it is controlled, and I think it's going to go a lot faster. I'll assemble this, putting the blade on with the screws, and then I'll just use these little finish nails to nail the sides like this. So it'll go on like this. I'll put in 2 nails here, and then on each side, right? And this is kind of what it will look like when it's all done. It'll kind of look like that, right? With the blade coming up. I'll come back and show you what it looks like when it's all assembled. Now, I used a table saw, a square to get nice straight edges. I have a sander and a drill. And I will use I'll use a screwdriver to put my screws on with the blade because I just want more control, because this is a very sharp blade. And then I'll nail the sides together using finishing nails and a hammer. Okay? I'll come back and we'll have a demonstration on how the planer works. Thanks. It's pretty cool, I have to say. It was a little more complicated than I thought it would be, but I got it finished. I did break one of my side pieces because I had to take it apart to readjust the blade, which seems like a complicated situation because this blade will have to be changed at some point, but I'll work on that at another time. I'm just happy to say the planer is done. Now we're going to try it out on a very hard bar of soap. This has been curing for about 3 weeks. It's a hot process. And you run it over the blade like this. Alright? So let's just get started and see how this works. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm not pressing that hard either. Just so you guys know. Gotta keep my little fingers out of the way. I don't want to lose any. Careful. This is a very sharp blade. That's probably one of the reasons it took me as long as it did. Because I was a little scared. I will in the future, on my next planer, when I try to adjust this one, or if I make another one, I will incorporate my clamps to help me hold things steady. This actually worked out pretty good. This soap unmolded poorly. It'll need a little more work, but as you can see, very hard bar soap. This one, hot process, unmolded yesterday. So we'll see how that works. I'm pretty excited. Pretty excited. Alright, let's see. We'll go up the side. I'm not pressing on this at all. And it's just coming off like butter. Really, really amazing. Oh my gosh. I'm really liking this a lot. How quickly did I get that done? And so I also want to see how well it does. Ooh, look. Look at that. And what can we do? Make little embeds. Look at that. Cute, right? And now the sides. Nice. I think the more I practice, the better I'll get. That's what I think. Alright, so then we'll do this side. Nice. That's really nice. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. That's so nice. And then we have this cold process soap that we just unmolded this morning. I think it's going to be even easier than the other one. So I'm just barely running it across the blade. It's amazing. It's really amazing. Mindful of your pinkies. You do not want to lose the tip of the finger. This blade is very sharp. It's very sharp. Nice. All right. Now, some people I've seen do the edges. I mean the flat surfaces. I'm going to try it. It's a little harder. I'm thinking if I were to try to do something like that with this really hard bar, it would not be as easy. But look at this cute little thing that I get. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh. Ah. Sweet. Oh, it does make the soap look really pretty. It takes away any little blemishes. I think the soap is a little bit soft for this. It may be better to do let it cure another day before you start doing something like this, but it's actually pretty easy. It's my coffee soap. But that's just cute. Look how cute that is. Yeah. So, look at that. That turned out so cute, didn't it? Oh my god. So, I'm happy with my planer. If I can make this planer, anyone can make this planer. It's not that complicated. You just have to really just pay attention to how the blade goes in. This gap is very important. That's one of the reasons I had to take it apart, is I closed this gap up too much. And your soap needs a place to go when it shaves off, so that gap needs to be big enough to support the parts that are coming off, right? And then again, the blade is complicated, and I think I can figure out a better way to put this blade in. I'm happy with the planer right now. I know it can be improved on. Leave your comments and questions below, and I'll try to get back to them. But for now, I'm very happy.